Team Nigeria went into the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo with big hopes, from experienced names like Tobi Amusan to rising stars like Kanyinsola Ajayi and Okezie. Expectations were high, but as always, championships don't lie. Today, let's break down how our athletes actually performed compared to the rest of the world and talk about what Nigeria must do before the next major championships. He has been the most consistent Nigerian man this season. Ezekiel smashed his own national record yet again, running 47.11 seconds to finish fourth in the men's 400-meter hurdles final. Just outside the medals, what a performance. For context, Rai Benjamin took gold in 46.52, Alison dos Santos silver in 46.84, and Abdurrahman Samba bronze in 47.06. Nathaniel was right there, a blink away from the podium, and at only 21, his ceiling is massive. Now let's look at Udodi Onwuzurike. He looks sharp in the 200 meter, I can't even lie, opening with a 20.27 to finish second in his heat. But in the semi-finals, he clocked 20.26 for 7th, missing the final as well. We had Noah Lyles, who stormed through with a 19.51 world lead. Personally, I feel Noah Lyles had to run that particular time to put fear into everyone's heart, and it actually worked as far as I'm concerned. Then we had Zane Eels followed with a 19.95, and South Africa's Dambile Rani PP of 19.97. Tough luck for Udo there, I must say, but it shows exactly the level he must hit. Now let's talk about Kanyinsola Ajayi. He made history, the first Nigerian man in 18 years to reach a World Championships 100-meter final. On his 21st birthday, no less, he blasted 9.93 seconds in the semis to qualify, then placed 6th in the final with 10.0 flats. The podium, Oblique Seville of Jamaica Rani PB of 9.77 to win gold, followed by Keisha Thompson with 9.82, and Noah Lyles claimed bronze in 9.89. Ajayi may not have medal, but giving Nigeria a lane in that stacked final is huge. I mean, that is the thing about finals. People that have been missing it all through the tournaments, they will always be there for the finals, and then you get to see every single athlete's name, the country, their number, and it's always a thing of pride when you see that you made the finals. Being a world record holder, being one of the top 5 in the world is right there for him to actually take it. You look at Oblique Seville. For me, I think it was good that he won it, but I don't think he's going to win it again. Noah Lyles is 28 already, so soon, he won't be able to get to his peak form. And then talk about Kenny Bednarek, he's always off and on. If there's no challenge for him, he won't really step up. So, and Keisha Thompson, we are not really sure what he is. Today is the fastest, tomorrow he's taking silver. So Ajayi needs to actually get his game together and have a plan on how exactly he wants to start, chasing this thing that is called track and field. I believe in him. I have trust in him. I have huge expectations. So we're going to be on the lookout for sure, or supporting him from here. Israel Okon showed fights too. He won his 8 in 10.04 seconds, but in the semis, he clocked 10.14 for 7th, and he didn't make the final, obviously. The semi was stacked, I can't even lie. In that semi-final, you had Oblique Seville, you had Let's Bogo, you also have Gift Nutella. So it was a very difficult hit for him to, to break out of. Of course, this also is his first World Championships, so he's also young as well, just like Ajayi, Kanyinsola Ajayi. So I would say that nobody really expected too much from him in particular. I don't think so. The only highlights that he had coming to this championship was the fact that he was the Nigerian champion. So I actually looked out for him. I remember I have a video on my channel that briefly, previewed who he is and what he's about to do. So personally, I was hoping he would probably make it to the finals, but he didn't. I just hope that he's able to, try to plan his season and be able to hit top form just before championship starts. So all the best to Israel Okon. I will definitely be on the lookout for him. And then the Queen, Tobi Amusan, the world record holder, she delivered us again. She ran 12.29 seconds to win silver in the women's 100-meter hurdles. We had a surprise winner, Switzerland's Dita G. Shocked the world, shocked me, shocked everyone, with a national record of 12.24 for gold, while America's Grace Stark took bronze in 12.34. That's Amusan's fastest time since 2022, proving she's still elite. I mean, I mentioned that again. I did a preview video for all these things, and I said that this is the perfect place for her to show the world, to remind the world that she never left. She just went back to get more power, and that's exactly what happened. And I also feel like the coach she's under right now, it's a plus for her. I also remember even our previous coach is also Jamaican, and from what she said during the interview, they spoke about it, and she advised and suggested that she should go with Glenn Mills. And Glenn Mills, if you don't know, he is the one that coached Usain Bolt and Johan Blake, and also the current world champion in 100 meters, Oblique Seville. So I think she's in good hands. I will be expecting great things from her. She's not getting any younger, obviously, but I was having this argument with people on X the other day if she'll be there for Olympics in 2028, and I think she'll be in her 30s by then. So I'm not really sure if she will be in the best shape or form, but anything is possible. So thank you so much, Tobi Amusan, you're our queen, and obviously she had a very good tournament. Rosemary Chukwuma, Nigeria's only women's 100 meter entrance. I'm not so sure exactly what they followed, how they chose or selected those they selected, but she was our only sole rep in the 100 meter female, and she didn't make it past the first 8, unfortunately. Probably she was overwhelmed. I'm not sure because I've not really seen any video of her being interviewed and being asked about her performance. But it wasn't enough for the semis, obviously, and I didn't really know much about her until recently. So, but I know that she's been around for a while. I also did a preview of her in my past videos, so please check on my channel, check other videos. You'll definitely see where I spoke about all these people. Personally, I would feel like that was an underwhelming outing, but then I hope she's learned a lot of things. I hope she's gonna take this experience to go back home, go back to the drawing table, and see exactly what she needs to do. It's gonna be a good thing if she can actually plan her season, this coming season, properly. And we'll be here rooting for her. We'll be here supporting her, and big ups to her performance as well. We had 2 men in the 400 meters, Ogazi and Chidi Okezie. But for Ogazi, he was not able to move past the first 8, where he ran 45.97 for 5th. And later on, he revealed that he had COVID a couple of days before the tournament, and he was even injured. I remember seeing the picture of him strapped, and I watched the video as well in the interview where he spoke about this. I mean, it's very sad. It's hard that we don't have the right people, managing our sports, our federations. It's sad. I was actually looking forward to him performing, pushing people in the 400 meters, but he didn't progress. And but then I feel they deserve better. But we'll be supporting them regardless. Both Chidi, Okezie, and Samuel Ogazi will definitely be supporting them. I'm very sure they've done their own personal reflection and where they can adjust and perform better. We'll be rooting for them. Definitely will be supporting them. So how do we rate Nigeria's outing? 1 medal. I think we had about 15 athletes representing track and field subtotal. We had about 15 athletes, if I'm not wrong, and then we only had 1 medal, and that was the one Tobi Amusan won, the silver. I won't even call it a solid performance compared to the other African nations like Botswana, South Africa, Kenya. We fell short. And I'm not even exactly sure who this blame should be on. I know for sure AFL will take about 75% of the blame. My rating of our performance in the World Championships probably be 0.5 over 5. And the 0.5, no, okay, 0.5 is too low. That's too low. Okay, let me leave it at 1.5 over 5. 1.5 over 5. The 1 will be for the silver, and the 0.5 will be for every other person just coming around, turning up one way or the other, regardless of how well they perform. Because I feel personal records are personal records. At the end of the day, you want to look at what you've been able to do for Nigeria. And we only had 2 finalists, which was Ajayi and Amusa. Every other person got knocked out at certain stages. And then the biggest issue, relays. I don't know if any of you noticed, we didn't have any relay team fielded in Tokyo. Apparently, we didn't qualify, and that is unacceptable. With athletes like Ajayi, Nathaniel, Ogazi, Amusan, and even those who missed out this year, like Favor Ashe, Kotsin Brume, Alaba Kintola, we should be competing in the 100 meter relay, 200 meter, 400 meter relay. So not sure exactly what happened. We don't have a system, we don't have a camp, there's no cohesion, the federation is just there. The world release is coming next year, 2026. From what I understand, it will be held in Botswana. I think it's Botswana, either Botswana or Kenya, I'm not really sure. I will check I'm going to make a separate video to talk about the coming World Relays 2026, where I will cover every single aspect of it. So once I have all the information, just make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that I can be giving you good guys, up to date info. So yeah, Tokyo 2025 reminded us of our potential, but also our flaws. Nathaniel, Ajayi, Amusan, Ogazi, Okon, Chukwuma, Okezie, and Udodi, they gave us moments. They gave us moments to cheer. But to truly challenge the world, Nigeria must prioritize athlete welfare, invest in proper relay prep, and end the culture of last-minute decisions. I'll be making a detailed video on the World Relays and the road to 2027. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, and follow the channel for more Nigerian athletics breakdown. Thank you very much. And keep loving the video, keep loving the channel.